Well, it's the new year. Here at AJP, we're ready and raring to go with lots of new ideas and great cardiovascular science as we bring you a new edition of Table of Contents video highlights from the editor's desk. The January 1st issue has some significant papers, and here are some of the highlights. As you know, we try to publish important and informative and state-of-the-art reviews with broad interest. In this issue, Martin Gerdes reviews the link between low thyroid hormone and heart failure. Martin discusses the clinical and animal experimental evidence that thyroid hormone contributes to improved cardiac function. He discusses the cellular and molecular mechanisms and the potential for translating these effects into therapy. You'll enjoy reading this. Fu et al. Addresses the question of how palmitate impairs endothelial progenitor cells. These investigators hypothesized that ceramide acts as an intermediate molecule to mediate inhibition of endothelial progenitor cells through suppression of AKT-ENOS signaling. Using pharmacological inhibitors and NO donors, this study shows that ceramide-induced reduction in NO may contribute to the molecular mechanism by which palmitate inhibits endothelial progenitor cells. Inhibition of ceramide or enhancing NO may be useful strategies to promote endothelial progenitor cell activation and growth. Sakamoto et al. Used bioengineering approaches to determine the relative influences of baroreflex activation on ventricular and vascular dynamics. Using transfer function analyses in anesthetized dogs with isolated carotid sinuses, carotid sinus pressure was varied while evaluating both ventricular and vascular parameters. These authors concluded that vascular properties, not ventricular properties, predominantly determine baroreflex-induced arterial pressure regulation. Finally, Fairfax and coworkers investigated the question of a beat-to-beat myogenic response in the human limb. They examined the interaction between arterial pressure and limb blood flow in the forearm, lower leg, and hand, supplied by 3 different conductance vessels. Using cross-correlation analyses, they concluded that myogenic responses are present and occur rapidly in human limbs during rest. They overwhelm perfusion pressure gradients and are primarily mediated by the distal limb circulation. Thank you for joining me again. I know that those of you who watch these video highlights are committed to the journal. We appreciate that very much. On behalf of our entire editorial staff, I want to wish you a happy, healthy, and prosperous new year with lots of grants, lots of publications. See you in 2 weeks, and remember, send us your best work now.